You know that feeling when you're in a room and the loudest person just seems to soak up all the attention? Meanwhile, someone else is just sitting back, watching, thinking. We're kind of taught to overlook the quiet ones, right? But what if their silence isn't weakness at all? What if it's actually a source of incredible, unseen strength? Today, we're diving into the misunderstood power of quiet people. And that's the big question, isn't it? It really gets to the heart of how our society is wired. We're sort of conditioned to think that being talkative means you're charismatic, and being loud means you're confident. But that whole assumption, it misses a massive part of the story. So we're gonna flip that script and really look at what's going on behind the silence. All right, first up, let's just tackle the biggest myth head on. There's this huge gap between how we think about quiet people and what's actually happening inside their heads. Okay, this breaks it down perfectly. On the left, you've got all the typical labels we throw around. They're shy, they're not interested, maybe even a little rude. But the reality is on the right. Quiet people are often incredibly engaged. They're not just sitting there, they're observing everything, processing it all, choosing their words with real care, and super importantly, that's conserving their social energy for what really matters. I love this proverb. It totally challenges that whole idea that being loud means you're smart. It suggests that maybe the real deep thinking, the analysis, that happens in the quiet. So if it's not a lack of intelligence, then what is going on?
So why are some people just naturally quieter? Well, it turns out it's not really a choice or some kind of flaw. The real answer is rooted in biology. It's literally about how their brains are wired.
And this is so crucial to understand. Introversion isn't about being antisocial. Not at all. It's all about energy management. Think of it like this. Extroverts recharge their batteries by being around people. Introverts, they recharge by having some quiet time. For them, too much noise and chatter is just, draining. And the brain science on this is fascinating. Introverts' brains have a different relationship with dopamine. That's the reward chemical. They just don't need a huge jolt of it from the outside world to feel good. In fact, their nervous systems are so sensitive that a ton of noise and chatter can feel genuinely overwhelming. This analogy just nails it, doesn't it? When we tell quiet people to come out of their shell, we're basically asking them to go against their own nature. It doesn't work, and it totally misses the point of what they already bring to the table just by being themselves. So let's be super clear about this. Being quiet isn't something that needs to be fixed. It is a biological trait. And as we're about to see, this different way of being in the world comes with its own incredible set of strategic advantages. Okay, so this is where we need to shift our thinking. Silence isn't passive. It's not empty space. For a lot of quiet people, it's an active, powerful tool. It's where the real work happens, the observation, the strategy, long before any action is ever taken. So what does this process actually look like? Well, while everyone else is talking, the quiet person is often just listening deeply. They're catching details that everyone else misses. Then they're taking all that information, processing it, analyzing it, and they're noticing the unspoken stuff too, the body language, the emotional cues. So when they finally do speak, their words are precise, they're thoughtful, and they have so much impact. And this whole process gives them some serious strategic advantages. They see the real dynamics of a group, not just the chatter on the surface. They learn way more by listening than by talking. They sidestep all the pointless arguments, saving their energy. And because they're such keen observers, they often notice what other people are trying to hide. So after all that listening and thinking, what happens when quiet people finally decide it's time to talk? Well, their words land with incredible weight, exactly because they use them so intentionally. Let's look at a few phrases that really show this power in action. This first one seems so simple, but it is a total game changer. In a world where everyone feels like they have to have all the answers, just admitting "I don't know" is an act of real honesty. It cuts through the BS, it saves a ton of time on bad assumptions, and it makes it safe for everyone else to be truthful too. Or how about this one? This isn't about being falsely humble. It's a genuine invitation. It shows you truly believe that other people have valuable things to add, and it actively makes space for different ideas. This is how you get to the best solution, not just the loudest one. And man, this one is so crucial in our world of go, go, go. There's so much pressure to just keep moving. But that quiet person's instinct to hit pause, to make sure a decision is solid, that is a powerful safeguard. It stops teams from wasting time on the wrong problems and makes sure that when they do move forward, the progress is actually real. At the end of the day, it really just boils down to this simple truth. Because they don't talk just to fill the silence, their words have a natural authority. It's the ultimate example of quality over quantity. The fact that they don't speak often gives what they say an undeniable impact. So let's bring all of this together. It's really time we start to redefine what we think of as strength, you know? It isn't always loud. It isn't always assertive. Sometimes the greatest power can be found in stillness. And get this, we are not talking about a small niche group here. Based on some amazing research, it's estimated that nearly half the population is introverted. That is a massive, often undervalued part of our society whose strengths we just can't afford to ignore. So you can almost think of these as their superpowers, the ability to focus with this laser-like precision, a really high level of self-awareness, a knack for creating deep, meaningful connections instead of just surface-level ones, incredible mental fortitude, and, maybe my favorite, this unshakable calm right when chaos breaks loose. These are the strengths of the quiet. And all this brings us to one last, really crucial thought. Our culture celebrates talking, nonstop, but maybe the real untapped power lies in listening. So here's a question for all of us to think about. In a world that just can't seem to stop talking, what brilliant ideas, what hidden truths, what crucial insights are we missing simply because we're not paying attention to the quiet ones?